Hey everybody, Mr. Grady here with your May 22nd, your week 8 assignment here for remote learning for civics. You guys are going to be ninth graders pretty soon. Pretty unbelievable. And since you're going to be ninth graders soon, that means we're almost at the end of the road here. Now, as is with anything, I want you guys to finish strong, okay? We are into our last few weeks of remote learning, and it is very, very important that you finish strong, okay? You've done so much hard work throughout the year. Don't coast into the finish line here, okay? I know times are tough. I know it's difficult. There's a lot going on. I totally understand. You need more time for things, just shoot me an email. But we are getting close to the end, so you do need to start getting these things in if you're missing anything, okay? But finish strong, okay? These last few assignments, I want you guys to really, put forth your best effort. Do not create bad habits going into the summer, okay? And with that, let me share my screen, get right into this here this week. We got a little bit, something a little bit different, kind of a grab bag this week assignment with a few different things. As always, you go into classwork, you see our assignment right over here. My office hours, our class hours, the rubric which will be graded on, again, personal accountability and responsibility. When you are done with your assignment, please create either a video, Prezi, slides, Canva presentation, as always, with your work this week, okay? So we open it on up, and here we are. That's right, there is a Kahoot tab over here. I'm making a How Well Do You Know Mr. Grady Kahoot for our last week's class, okay? Winner gets bragging rights over the summer. That's the prize. Okay, this week we are looking at three things this week: the Census, the Electoral College, and MCAS. MCAS, all right? So your mission this week is to examine three different sources and pull together the information to help you better understand how our country operates and provides for its citizens, okay? We're going to look at how the census impacts and affects different aspects of our lives. Task 1, the census. Over the course of this entire class, we've spent a ton of time examining the structure of our government, how it's made up, what branches do what jobs, and even the different layers of government, okay? Federal, state, and local. This week, we look at how our government provides for and keeps track of all the people that live here, okay? They do this using something called the census. Let me add the Y in there. Spelled that wrong, okay? So now that we understand the way the government is structured, who does what, and at what level, we turn our attention to how they track you and how they provide for your citizens, provide for their citizens. So to learn more about this process, we're going to take a look at a couple different things. The first is a very short, informative video right here. It is literally, I believe, 3 minutes long tops, okay? And it's very informative, okay? And we have an article here on background information about the census, again, from the government. Why do they conduct it? We're going to learn about it this week and why they do it, okay? And lastly, there is a PSA. We know all about PSAs. At this point, we're PSA pros, okay? We know that they are used to convey important information in a visually appealing way. So let's take a look at what this thing looks like. Oh, look at that. See, it's bright. Stand up, be counted. It has a slogan. Look at that. Did you know? And then it has facts for you, okay? You will be taking a look at that, a closer look at that, and you will be answering 6 questions based on what you learned about the census, okay? First, what is the census? Second, what is the census used for? Why do they take a census? Give me 3 things, okay? In what ways does it relate to the House of Representatives? Okay, spoiler alert, if they're going to count the population and the House of Representatives is based on a state's population, I think we might be able to find how it relates, okay? And we know the Senate, everybody gets 2, so it doesn't matter how many people live in a state, you all get 2. But the House of Representatives, okay, put your thinking caps on for that one. What is apportionment? Number 4. Question 5, how much money gets distributed after the census has been concluded? And most importantly, how does the census relate to you? Okay. Task 2, we're going to look at the Electoral College. We've looked at the Electoral College a lot this year. This year is kind of a brush up. okay? But it ties in a little bit with the census, so I think it's important. So we've talked a great deal about the election process. We know that the popular vote does not win you the presidency. You have to win the Electoral College. So when we talk about representation and the census tracking people, and if they want to know how many people live somewhere, that's important because it deals with your representation in the House of Representatives. Okay? So if you have more, then you would have potentially more Electoral College votes. We know that it's always going to be 538, and that's why you need 270. 270 electoral votes to win, okay? Because it's slightly more than half, okay? Remember that, right? Okay, good. Okay, so what is the Electoral College? And these questions can be answered right here by watching this video. It's 4.5, 5 minutes long tops, okay? Good video, okay? And you'll be able to see the correlation between the census and the Electoral College, why it's important. So it's a brush up, but it also ties in. Why are there 538 electors? How did they get to that number, okay? I think it would be cool if you could answer that off the top of your head, but it is in the video as a reminder. How many electors would a candidate need to win? Kind of just answered that for you guys, okay? 4, why do candidates want to win states like California, Texas, or New York? Why are those so important? Okay, think about it. What is a safe state and what is a swing state? Okay, you're going to hear a lot about that this November when the election rolls around. You're going to hear about safe states and you're going to hear about swing states. Now you're going to know about it. By the time this class is done, I feel like we're already there. But next November when the election is on, you guys are going to be able to sit on the couch on election night and basically provide commentary. Just like you were on the panel on CNN or Fox News or ABC News, whatever channel it is that you're watching the election on, you guys are going to be providing the insight to mom and dad or your guardian, whoever you're watching with, family, brothers, sisters, cousins, okay? And finally, your last task this week, task number 3, your last task of the week. In addition to the assignments above about the census and the Electoral College, please read this article. It is short, okay? It won't take you too long. It is about a law that was passed last month that suspended MCAS. Okay, so it's an important reading for you guys because it relates directly to you. You're 8th graders. You're supposed to take MCAS this year. So what does that mean? How did it happen? And I don't mean the pandemic. We know that that is why MCAS was canceled. Yes, but read the article, okay? Put your thinking caps on again, okay? I hope you didn't take it off after section 2. Put that thinking cap back on, okay, and answer these questions. Read the article and answer the questions that apply below. While reading this and thinking about the questions, consider the division of power between our federal government and our state government. Is the MCAS, is that a federal exam or is it a state exam, okay? Did the federal government tell Charlie Baker to sign a law canceling the MCAS for this year? Okay, or is that a state government call? Okay, President Donald Trump probably doesn't have his hands in the MCAS. Okay, he probably did not have a say in canceling the MCAS. That is a state issue. Okay, so I want you to think, but that's again where all the stuff we've talked about pulls itself together and we start relating it. Okay, and there's a couple questions that go with this, and that is the end of your assignment for the week. Is the MCAS a federal education exam or state ed exam? What's the difference? Who decided to cancel the test? Consider how government works. Think about that balance we just talked about. Okay, how is Governor Baker a part of that decision to cancel it? And the last one, your big takeaways here. Okay, how do you feel about MCAS being canceled? Good thing, bad thing? Do you think it's possible that you'll take it next year? Would you not have them at all for 8th grade and only take them in 10th grade? Do you think that's more fair? What other possibilities or ideas, might impact you? And lastly, write a quick response about what has happened and what could happen in the future. How would this shake out in the future if this were to happen again? How would you rectify this? Okay, if school's canceled for the year right now and you're the one that has to make this call, what would you do? Okay. When you are done, and remember, as always with these, you can answer in a separate Google Doc, but you can also get creative, okay? You can use Canva, you can use Prezi, you can use Slideshow to dress up your assignment for the week and not just have it be a Google Doc that you're answering on, okay? When you are done, you upload it right here to your remote learning week 8 assignment. Click submit. That is due by Friday, a week from today. Today is the 22nd. I am recording this Thursday, but tomorrow's the 22nd. Okay. So upload it a week from today by the 29th. Okay. End of day. And when you are done, if you have any questions before you are done, shoot me an email, stop into class hours, stop into office hours, please. I would love to see you guys. But if you have any questions, please let me know. Okay. I am here to help. Remember, we're close to the end. You are almost there. It is almost summer. Finish strong. Okay. Do not walk to the finish line. Run right through it. Okay. I miss you guys. See you soon.